Scotland international Che Adams made quite an impact on his home debut for Torino in August.
And now Zapata, and on the rebound, Che Adams, on his full Torino debut, turns the game on its head.
It was amazing. It was only, what I dreamed of since I joined the club. And obviously to win and get the 3 points was even more better. So, looking back now, it was really a good time for me and the club and for my family as well. I just like the way when you score, the people on the microphone are shouting your name and everyone in the stadium goes crazy. That was a surreal moment and one I'll always have with me.
Without the help from Torino's Serbian shot stopper, that day would have been less memorable.
Here goes, passionate, it's saved!
The craziest thing, I don't even think he practices too much. I think it just comes down to instincts, and he's such a good keeper and he's so big and difficult to beat. So if he dives early, he's always going to save the ball. So yeah, we're lucky to have him.
Adams considers it fortunate Torino have Vanja Milinkovic-Savic in goal. The same can be said of himself in attack. He was signed in the summer to play understudy to Duvan Zapata, but after injury ended the Colombian season in October, Che took over the mantle as lead striker.
Che Adams, he's got the pace to get away from Magnani. Still going, Che Adams, a wonderful finish.
And in Torino's darkest hour, to end a 6-game winless run, an act of pure improvisation.
Che Adams from distance! It was audacious, and it paid off!
What was going through my head? Nothing really. I think the team was, we were on quite a bad losing streak, and I didn't have many chances in that time. So as soon as I came onto the pitch, the only thing in my mind was to shoot, no matter where the goalkeeper was. So in the moment, I didn't think about anything else, just to shoot. And I was so happy that when it went in, and I think definitely it will be my best goal.
What do you think changed from that moment on?
I think just more self-belief in ourselves and, believing that we're a good team because, the teams that we've played recently have been top tier, like, Bologna, Milan, and we've managed to get points, not against Bologna, but Milan. And Juventus, so it's just about self-belief and really trusting in our ability.
Torino have collected 13 points on the back of Adams' 8 league goals. His worldie at Empoli launched a positive streak. The Granata have lost just 3 times in 17 games.
Ricci reaches it. Che Adams. That's brilliant.
I think just keep doing what we're doing, believe in everything that we're doing, and just trust in each other because we know we have a good team here that can, beat anyone on the day. So it's just a matter of, believing and putting things right on the pitch because there's so many points to play for still, and everyone's looking forward to that.
Jan Canamo! Now Che Adams! And it's tucked in. Che Adams has his brace. He is exactly what Torino need at the moment.
The Caledonian connection has never been stronger, with 5 Scotland internationals in Serie A this season.
So before Torino came about, I was speaking to Ferguson, just on how life is and what the league is like over here. And then since, Billy and Scott have came over, we've, been speaking a bit and, having different conversations and, just interested in one's life is like, outside of football.
Toro coach Paolo Vanoli was probably having similar conversations when he made the opposite journey in the noughties.
He's obviously told me about his stories when he was there and when he was playing in the derbies versus Celtic. It's very interesting, because I've never played in one of them and I've heard it's amazing. I think he enjoyed his time there and hopefully I can take him to an international game once.
Adams became just the 9th Scottish player to feature in Serie A, but not Torino's first. The trailblazing Scot was the late Denis Law. The Manchester United legend wore the Granata shirt for a single season in the 1960s, scoring 10 goals, leaving Adams just 2 shy of matching Law's record with 6 games to go.
I think there's still more goals for me to score, to help the team, win games and get more points on the board. There's still more goals that I want to score, and just, creating chances for other people. And that's probably it, really.
Now Shea Adams! Never going to miss.